some intense final scenes. It might be scary for younger viewers.
Okay, so we're going to do the series review of Owl House. But of course, we need to talk about the last one. So we're going to talk about the last episode. Then we're going to talk about the series. Most likely there's going to be some bashing because, well, you know how it is. And then we're going to talk about why did it just end so quickly and all that messed up kerfuffle that's going on here. Alright, so yeah, of course it's spoilers, but I'm pretty sure you guys saw it. If you didn't see it, you're able to watch it on YouTube. I'm putting it in the post in the community tab. But hopefully Disney Channel is not a jerk. Hopefully Disney is not a jerk and it's still there. I already watched it. And let me get started with the whole crap of what happened. So I was going to try to watch it thanks to Playback. Let's call it Playback. No, they wanted me to pay Disney to watch it. They wanted me to pay Disney. Either I have to get Disney Plus for $7.99 for this month, and plus next month because it's connected. They wanted me to pay $2.99 to watch it on Disney Channel, or they want me to pay $2.99 to watch it somewhere else. Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? So the only way how to watch it legitly and nicely is on YouTube for the kids. Yeah, and note, I'm gonna say for the kids later. Okay, so what happened is that they went through the door by force. I'm pretty sure it was by force, and then all of a sudden they woke up and they were having some issues. Apparently, the collector decided to actually mess with them so they can be better people and they learn their lesson and be better people. And it didn't work. Yeah, it's like he used everyone that was puppeted. So Luce, Owl Lady, and King all were safe from being puppeted. But everyone who went in besides Luce all became puppets. And it's like, oh, dang. Yep, the free themselves, they had to use the glyph of light to actually be like, okay, whoa, what the frick, whoa. So there we go, they're all freaking freed. Of course, you know that the freaking bad guy was infected by the friend of the Owl Lady. And, well, he's like, oh, why don't you go over there and figure stuff out? And he's like, yep, there you go. You figure stuff out while I sneak up and go do what I want to do. The guy tried to fight him free, but he went all the way to the throne room of his used to be throne, I guess you could say, and he jumped on the Titan's heart and he kickstarted so he can actually become the Titan himself. Yeah, I know, crazy, right? Meanwhile, the collector's like trying to learn stuff and trying to figure things out, and he made Jenga, and it just got very crazy where it's like, okay, sure, cool. But eventually he got to understand that no, she's not making people be friends. They became friends, and he had to get that little talk, and now he's trying to put that into practice when they decide to go down and have an adventure. So they have an adventure. They went to the Owl House, which poor Owl Lady, Ida, she sees her house got ruined and graffitied on. She's like, oh, what the heck? Then they went to the school at the stadium, in quotation stadium, their field. And then after that, he tried to actually befriend 3 people, and he ran for it. The 3 students, they're like, oh, what the heck? And they ran for it. So then after that, they went to the highest mountain, Snowy Mountain, where she found out the glyphs. And he's like, oh, that's just mere child's play. I'm able to do something more important than that. That's just small magic. And then all of a sudden he's like, do you hear that? And it turns out it's breathing. So his freaking dark deed is working, where he's resurrecting the freaking giant, the freaking Titan. And, well, the collector tried to be nice to him, be like, hey, we could be friends, we don't have to fight. And he blasted him, and Luce took the hit, and she, in quotations, died. What the hell? And then she went into the realm between realms, aka maybe their purgatory. And it turns out King's dad is there. He was able to actually do astral projection, and, well, there he is. and decided to give her all his power because, well, he's taking over his body. He's basically losing everything. So he was able to free him. He was able to give her all the rest of his power, and he gave a message to Owl Lady, big fan, and they secretly gave something to King. She goes back and now she's like in demon form. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, okay, sure, why not? And now she's able to freaking fight. Yeah, she's able to fight. She's able to conjure magic the first time, actually be, in quotations, normal in that world. And yeah, her magic is like, whoa. The collector goes and saves the people. Oh yeah, everyone that you know, the four heroes, not the mom, the four other heroes, they actually freed themselves, and now they're trying to save everyone that's in the castle area because they're all puppets. And of course, they saved Loose Mom, and Loose Mom actually was crying as a puppet because when Loose died, she actually knew that, yep, that was Loose. She became space dust, or magical dust, or magical fireflies. So they freed her, and they're like, where's Luz? And then they eventually see the collectors helping them. Of course, they see some quakes and stuff, and it just was off. It was a battle. It was a definite battle. Note when Luce actually died, the Owl Lady and King did go against them. They did go against the big bad mummy titan. Let's call it that. Then as soon as she came back, they actually all together helped because she had to learn how to actually use magic because she has to focus now and stuff, just use the glyphs. So together they all combined their powers to go against it, and she even used King's power to actually, they combined their powers. Well, they kept on doing it to the point of where, let's see, excuse me. So let's see, yeah, they did it to the point where it's like, okay, well, he's still going for it, even though we're basically trying to take him down. And what we got to do is go against his heart. Magic is in their heart, and they got to destroy it. So they went straight to the throne room. They see him, and Luce had to work out. And of course, Owl Lady and King actually had to fight his mold because, my gosh, his mold is contagious and will make you die. He's like, what the fuck? It's like, yes, it's The Last of Us, the horror edition. This is a kids thing. It's like, yeah, I know it's for kids, but I'm not really trying to do a kids channel here. Okay, and well, chances are the kids most likely heard about Last of Us somehow. I'm just saying, you can't really protect them, so let's continue on. Anyways, she was able to eventually pull him out, and that stopped everything. And then all that's left is just to go against him, and then all of a sudden he tried to play, being like, I'm cured. It was an evil curse. I'm human now. I'm human again. Isn't that great, Luce? Now we could be best buds and I could go back to Earth and we'll be good, okay? And then all of a sudden it started to rain as if it's acid rain. And it revealed that no, he was trying to punk her. And she wasn't even caring anyways. It was just raining and he was like, please help me. We're humans. It's just like, dude, you haven't been human in a long time. And she just backed off. Owl Lady, King, and of course her friend, which they did free him. They just freaking stomped him. They just curb stomped him dead into horrible mush to where he's not here no more. He's gone. And then after that, Luce's power got, the Titan's power, the rest of it is gone. It released itself from her, and they saw that King's dad is a beast, a specimen. Yep. But as soon as he's gone, the magic for her is gone, but everyone else's magic is now back to normal. So that's it. They win. Everyone goes. It's awesome. Yes. And well, let's see. The collector's like, well, I got some growing up to do, so I'm going to go. And King's like, don't be a stranger. And he left. So apparently they decided to, 4 years later. But they don't even tell you it's 4 years later. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, yeah, you have to figure out your damn self. It's like, I thought you made this for kids. Even the Avengers had to be like 5 years later. It's like, what the fuck? So, anyways, it looks like Luz has finished high school. So she went back to school now, and she basically goes back and forth from school to the aisles. Yep, she goes back and forth. And of course, as you can figure, the new door had to be fixed. So now the collector gave her a brand new door to enter the world because, well, Titans, blood, and stuff like that doesn't work anymore. So whoever made it was very barbaric. Of course, we did have some background music of finding out that the collector got fooled by the other collectors saying, go down there, play with the Titans. And then they got scared of the Titans. And one by one, they kept on killing them. And eventually, King's dad was like, oh, fuck you. And he and his son is like, no, you freaking killed him. I hate you. And, well, eventually, I think the collector had to strike his dad down. Yep. All because the other collectors decided to kill. So, yeah, that's a good backstory there. But everything was in ruin, but within 3 to 4 years, they had things mostly all done. And it looks like Ida actually became a teacher. It's like Ida became a teacher, another person became a teacher, the Golden Knight, which I didn't say his name, but anyways, he became a carpenter of familiars, whatever. Don't sue me. But anyways, yeah, so all that happened, and it looks like everyone is all good to go. Of course, Hootie came back, thank goodness. The Golden Guard, formerly known as the Golden Guard, actually has a new person that he's hanging out with. So instead of having a red one, Flapjack, he has a new person, which we don't know his name, but he got a new one. Awesome for him. And basically, they all set up the quinceañera for her. And no, when everyone actually united with their families that 3 to 4 years prior, they decided to show one middle finger of, oh yeah, here's two dads kissing. Yes, thank you, Dana. Go fuck yourself. And then they show freaking Luz and, you know, they both kissed. And it's like, oh, really? 2 middle fingers? Really? And of course, at the end, she kissed her cheek, and I'm like, okay, I'm cool with that. They tried to give her a quinceañera since she spent her birthday of 15 years old, 16 years old, 17-year-old working there. So note that it took like at least, 3 to 4 years. So she's finally having a birthday, and she did mostly everything right. Ida's sister, but, well, the cake was filled with freaking bugs. What the fuck? The piñata is not the piñata. And he had a second piñata with it's like, oh, what the fuck? It's like, yeah, you should it's like Luz's mom should have just took care of the cake and took care of the piñata. That should have been very easy to do, but apparently not. Or she should have allowed her, in quotations, other daughter go and buy the stuff and bring it over here. That was just her freaking errand. But no, instead, no. Luz actually is going to college, which is University of Wild Magic. And I'm like, okay, well, frick it. It's like, go frick it. You just continue to make me like, okay, what? Because it's going way too fast. I mean, really, seriously. Just like what one lyric from Sabrina the Teenage Witch says, you're going way too fast. Yep. Yeah. Anyways, frick. Yeah. It's all doing. Then the collector's like, here's some good fireworks. And then they decide to do a fourth wall and break it and be like, bye bye, everyone. And there you go. That's the end of it. So that's it. They ended it within 3 big fat episodes, 3 specials. They ended the series. There we go. Is there a future? Well, you can see them in Chibiverse. They'll do some reruns for quite a while. But that's the real reason why it ended like that. I mean, yes, we could simply go with the freaking Disney homosexual frick you moment, but besides that, the main reason why the series got destroyed got kicked to the curb is because they're doing stuff where it's like, we want to play episodes, not in sequence. Any episode we play, we don't have to be like, oh no, you need to see this episode to know understand this episode. This episode. So basically it's that. I'm like, what the fuck? Even though you gotta admit though, Moon Girl is kinda like that though. And yet Moon Girl slide from that. Moon Girl got a slide. It's like, yep, nope. We're able to still do it though. There's only just 2 episodes that's like needs to be in sequence, but even then you still are good as long as you saw the first episode. So that's the reason why it got canceled. The reason why it got canceled is because they wanted to do things out of sync. They could just take the last episode and put it in the first episode, front of the first episode, and just keep going forever and ever. But sadly, that's not how it goes. You have to see many of the series to actually understand what's going on. Basically saying, no, kids are too damn stupid. Kids stupid. No, the kids stupid. They can't see all the episodes. There's no way how they can watch all the episodes. Yes. Yeah. Disney Plus does not exist. Yes. The freaking damn playback system does not exist for the damn kids. Yeah. Yeah, that don't exist. Yeah, that's totally don't exist. And the kids can't actually figure things out that way. And there's no such thing as marathons. Yeah, sure. Yeah, whatever. The next time you actually can see this episode as I'm recording this, I apparently had to wait till next Saturday. And even then, it's like from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. Yes. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Really? Really? And it's just not Disney. Disney's not the only one doing this. Nickelodeon did it to Harvey Beaks. I'm pretty sure that's how Harvey Beaks got taken out. And they're not doing so much on stuff on Nickelodeon. Yeah, it's like as long as you have nothing that's like, oh, we gotta do it in sequence, which they're not. They don't have stuff that's like that. And Cartoon Network, oh yeah, note, I'll talk about that in a minute, but Cartoon Network also said screw that. That's why the regular show got rushed. That's why Adventure Time is gone. And I don't know what they're doing these days, so because they decided to be like, we want more money. If you don't have more money, fuck you. You don't get to see this freaking channel anymore. It's like, you guys are bastards. Like, you guys are serious bastards. What the fuck? Oh, really? So, and it's just funny where you have Max, which Max is now for the kids. That's why they called it Max, because the kids, HBO Max, got to make it Max for the kids. It's like, you have a place to put stuff when it comes to shows like that. And I'm pretty sure if you, like, for instance, I got HBO. When I had HBO, I had a Max. So I'm able to do it. But they're doing new stuff on that. So it's like, what the fuck? So you're not really making it easy. It's always you're making it hard for people. And it's like, it's a hard sell. But I'm like, yeah, if you just take the shows that you're like, oh, you need to see it episode by episode, then not, unless you can't understand it, you do it. It's like, then put it on Max. Disney has Disney Plus. Nick has Paramount Plus. I don't understand why in a row you're like, oh, it's like, you're able to fix this very, very fast. But yet they're like, no. For TV, we would just like to actually just be able to put whatever episode, whatever when, and we're good. It's been a long time since I even see freaking Amphibia. Yep, they just erased Amphibia. Amphibia's now gone. That's been erased. Yep. And then you have Owl House, which Owl House will be erased in a few months, I bet. Gone. Did the show deserve that? Even if they were leaning towards homosexuality, like, yeah, and they're adding too many freaking damn letters now. It's like, what, you're going to just use the whole entire alphabet? Yeah, and then later they're going to erase the alphabet, the original alphabet, and put this one up too. And it's like, what the fuck? Which, of course, no, they're not. And if they do it, then they're stupid idiot morons. Has to be said. But anyways, yeah, they did it catered to use. And that's like one small portion of why it got canceled. Not the huge portion, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, people didn't really care about that. But me, I can actually get over that part. That part I could get over. The messed up part is that the thing that people continue to miss when they're like, oh, you're homophobic. And it's like, no. Again, I have a video. Look for yourself. The creator decided to make a character of her own likeness and put it in the show. And that character loves a 14-year-old girl. I mean, don't you see something wrong with that? That the freaking creator loved her character so much and had a crush on her so much that she decided to put her own self in the show as well. Yeah, if you don't see a freaking issue with that, then I don't know what to tell you. Because there is kind of a sickness going on here where you're like, oh yes, but we support the LGBTQ kid, but it's like, yeah, cool. But sadly, guess what they're interlinking this with? Loving kids. They're linking loving kids into this shit. It's like, I knew this was gonna maybe come, but I didn't know that, dude, it got very, very bad. And the first one that actually showed how bad it went was Steven Universe. Just look what happened to the actor who played as Steven. Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, and don't get me started on looking into it and be like, and he's now dating one of the ones that actually turned him into their lifestyle. And it's like, yeah, but he was a kid. So you mean to tell me you basically got him persuaded into that lifestyle so you can date him, but you waited a few years so you can date him, but you actually liked him when he was a little boy? Do you not see the messed up issue in that crap? Note, this is speculation. I don't know what's going on. I don't look at that. I swear, if it is like that, then, well, we got a fucking problem here. But this one is just purely like a little bit gross, though. It's like, yeah, it's like a fan fiction like thing where it's like, and thank goodness there's nothing that in the world that's like that, or I don't know, which I rather not know people who actually made a character that they love so much. And now they're going to freaking fondle them and crap in their own fanfic of their own story, which is like, that's gross. Then don't forget about what happened in Miraculous, the teenage freaking heroes. And I think one person posted a horrible, naughty photo of them both doing something messed up. And it's like, you can't even save yourself being like, oh, it's a different culture. We are French. Ha ha. It's like, no, you can't you can't dodge crap from doing that crap. You can't dodge, man. You can't fucking dodge from that. What the fuck? You can't dodge from that. But still, did the show deserve to get cut like this? Too short? No. And yes, I have some issues, definitely, but the story, as long as the story truly was over everything, that was good. Which the story was. The story really got there, and I saw how it's like, the 3-parter wasn't too exactly rushed. Of course, they could have actually was able to ease their way through. If they got the same treatment as Amphibia, pretty sure it would actually be a little bit more fleshed out and a little bit more details and stuff happen, which that would have been great. But, well, they had to snap their fingers and continue going, you know? But for now, all we can say is the following is that the show was pretty good. It just sucks that the freaking creator decided to write herself into the show. Would it be different if she didn't write herself in the show? Yes. Would it be still the same issues if, bisexuality was still a part of the show? It's like, I would be able to tolerate it, but I just didn't really I don't like it, period, of course. But I would tolerate it as long as the story was good, which it was mostly good, but they did shoehorn crap in there. They did shoehorn stuff, and it's like, I care for the damn ass story. There's some episodes that you're able to just easily throw away, like the prom one. Like, and it's gone because who cares? It's like, yeah, who cares? Like, yeah, that episode kicked to the curb. Don't care about it. Yeah, but I still have to admit it is pretty sad. Even if she wasn't like this, even if she was like straight as an arrow and just allowed no romance happen in this episode, this series, which who wanted romance? Tell me, who in the world wanted romance in this damn show in the first place? There's so many other shows that had no romance. Craig Creek, he has many suitas, but did they actually act on it? Did he do anything of I like you crap? No. They did hints, but they didn't really actually driven this to be like, we need to have romance. We need to have a kid liking another kid, the bonds that starts of being a relationship. They dove right into the relationship crap. They dove right into it. I'm like, I didn't really need that. All she needed was a place to actually call herself home, a place that she actually fit in. She didn't need romance. It's like, that was really unnecessary, personally. It's like, what exactly did we even get out of this whole bisexual crap? Tell me, what exactly did we get out of that? I don't think we got anything out of it, personally. It's like, it didn't really help. The bonds of them, it's like, not really. I mean, seriously, not really. The only thing that kind of actually helped was the fact that two best friends that became not friends anymore, they got to be friends again. But it would have worked either way if they weren't even, in a relationship. So it's pretty stupid where it's like, you put the relationship in the series, but I don't think you really needed it. They really went pushed very hard, and like the mom was proud of her, and she always have this rainbow button on, and it's like, I don't think it's really even helped the story whatsoever. It didn't really help the story what so damn as ever. I mean, seriously. It would have just been fine if, her name is Amity. There we go. It would have been fine if Amity was just her rival, and eventually they became like good friends. Their rivalry, they're trying to top each other, but still they have this bond, kind of like Goku and Vegeta. Did they feel that Goku and Vegeta need to have a freaking homosexual relationship? Hell no. Hell no, they didn't do that shit. And it's like, but they became good friends. They became allies. Goku can actually lean on Vegeta just like Vegeta can lean on Goku. Even though he doesn't like it. It's like, what the fuck, man? He was about to annihilate Frieza, and then Frieza's like, fuck you, destroys the world. Goku has to go back in time, and Vegeta's gonna have a sweet time of defeating him once and for all, and then Goku had to destroy him quick. And it's like, man, it's some bullshit. I really do want to see the Broly show, though. It's like, I do want to see the Broly movie again. I really do. But anyways, we're just going to end it by just saying the following of the series had a good story. Somehow you shoehorn this crap in there and you've leaned really hard on it. And I'm like, I guess you're just trying to piss people off or make kids feel it normalized, which is like, dude, the kids need to understand the basics first before we even throw this crap in there. It's like, seriously, they need to deserve the basics. It's like kids need to understand how to eat hamburgers, We're not going to start by putting ketchup and mustard and everything seasonings in there. It's like, no, we give the kid first a hamburger. Then we step them up with a cheeseburger. Then we step them up with some lettuce in there. Then maybe tomato. Oh, you don't like tomato? Okay. Or pickle? Or don't like pickle? Okay. Then you're like, okay, we're going to put some ketchup in this. They try to ketchup. They put the mustard in this. But the thing is that you do it step by step. Give them time to actually be like, I think it's missing something. Versus shoving something right in their mouth. And it's like, what the fuck? But still, I just think that the show itself suffered from three things. Not really having the story to be the main focus. Disney want to say frick this. We're tired of having like shows that you have to be mindful of when goes in the sequence. And the fact that you want to shove homosexuality or LGBTQ in kids' mouths. It's like, I'm like, yeah, but it's inclusion and some kids didn't want this. It's like some kids want this. Listen, the thing is that escapism is the real true thing that everyone wants. Escapism. Why are we adding stuff that's actually deal with the modern world and what we have to do to day when we're supposed to? And the biggest thing is escapism and story. That's what really matters here. Not freaking damn, oh, you gotta get used to these guys. It's like, we came here to actually escape the world, not deal with some of the world problems that's like, oh, great. Here we go with this. You had to do this shit. Seriously, what the fuck? It's like, it's called escapism, man. Kids need to learn what escapism is, which they do. They definitely do. They use their imaginations and everything. But it just sucks that you definitely took it and be like, oh yeah, we're gonna make sure you know all about this. Make sure we definitely put some of this in there. It's like, what the frick? But I will just say it's bittersweet, where it's like the show didn't deserve this, but I can see why it had its upcomings. And it's not because of Disney being like, oh yeah, we definitely can't do this no more. We can't have shows that have too many freaking episodes that we gotta be like, oh, we gotta put this here first, put this here, or we gotta do a marathon thing for it. It's like, no, we don't want this crap no more. It's like, maybe it's because you decided to just do this crap, and not to mention you put yourself in the damn series. And it's like, I don't know how old you are, what, 30, 40s? That's kind of gross that she's 14 years old and you've drove yourself in there, and it's like, good. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised that it turns out in a few years, maybe like a decade, it turns out the creator of Owl House has been caught with an underage person and they're going to jail. Good news is that I bet it most likely won't happen, but if it does happen, I will not be fucking surprised. Oh boy.
Bad guys, what a bunch of turds. We change up the song cause we can't use the words bad guys.